Take a look at this. What you're seeing there is the motorcade of the Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance, as he head to the location where the meeting between him, the Iranians, and the Pakistanis will be holding today. In fact, the meeting has commenced already, and so far there has not been any conclusion. It is supposed to be a 2 days meeting, but so far there has not been any concrete conclusion from the meeting, and it's still ongoing. Now, while this is happening, there has been heavy pressure coming from the president of the US on Iran, because Iran has continued to insist that no vessel will go through the Strait of Hormuz without paying a fee. And they are not just charging a fee, they are charging a fee in Iranian currency. And now this is the worst thing. Iran claims that the mines they installed on the streets during the time of the war, that even they themselves cannot remove them. So as it stands now, they are beginning to divert vessels away from the Hormuz Strait through another corner where they can easily pass safely. Now, the president of the US assumes this is a trick. In fact, President Trump believes there is actually no mines in that water. Now, this is what is happening between Israel and of course, Hezbollah. You can see that's a drone coming from Hezbollah. Now, watch what happens to the drone coming from Lebanon by the Hezbollah. You see, it got knocked down by the Iron Dome, and that's the shield, the best shield Israel has got so far. Now, this is one reason why President Trump does not easily trust the Iranian. Now, watch what is happening here. That man you see there is watching. They use the images of the children that has been. They claim these are victims of the war, and then they put their images in the airplane that brought them to the negotiation ground. And what did they do before they left the plane? They were looking at their pictures, and in their ways, right? These people, I don't know whether are they aware that that was a war, and that even if those people were victims of the war, that there are also victims from other side. Meanwhile, that was their arrival last night. Before they arrived last night. Then the following morning, the Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance, and the U.S. special delegates arrived. According to report, this is the most powerful meeting or talks between the U.S. and Iran since 1979. 1979. And this is the first time it's happening since then. And this is considered to be the only real talk. This is the only talk where Iran knows they have to be very serious. This is the event. This is the location where, of course, the problem on the table right now is the nuclear uranium enrichment, the Strait of Hormuz. Iran is insisting that they will have to be in control of the Hormuz. This is the event center where this particular convention is going on. And even though Iran is insisting that they will be in charge of the Hormuz, President Trump has made it clear that nobody has the right to claim ownership of the international waterways. That the international waterways is supposed to be free for everyone to pass, except if they are docking at your port. As long as no vessel is docking at your port, you don't have right to charge them a fee. You don't have the right to tow the international waterways, and that if they decide to insist on that, then they should prepare for the worst kind of strikes they've ever seen in their life. That's what President Trump said. And of course, we have all seen that President Trump is not a man of empty threats. He doesn't make empty threats. And everybody is praying that this should go through, the negotiation should work, so to at least to allow the war to fall back to its original settings. But President Trump has posted something very suspicious. Nobody actually understands exactly what he meant, but he said, "World most powerful resets." World most powerful resets. Today, he has also announced that massive amount of vessels are heading to the US to load oil and gas. So he's telling us that the US is also cashing out from this incident. And of course, the US is not supposed to be, how do we put it? The US also, they are the largest oil producer in the world, and so they should also take advantage of the situation if they are in the chance, or if they have the opportunity. Whether we like it or not, the world have to move on. The energy has to circulate in the world. And since the US can provide that, of course, why not?